A man from Bury has been found guilty of trying to smuggle a pipe bomb on a plane at Manchester Airport. The device, described as crude and improvised, was found in Nadeem Muhammad's carry-on luggage as he went through security in January trying to board a flight to Italy. We're going to get more on this now. We can speak to our correspondent Dan Whitworth, who's in Leeds for us and has been following the court case. Dan, can you just talk us through exactly what was said, what the court heard today?
Well, as you say, Chris, this case concerned Nadeem Muhammad, who's 43 and from Tin Line Street in Bury. Now, as you say, he was found guilty of possession of explosives with intent to endanger life when he tried to board a Ryanair flight to Bergamo in Italy, just east of Milan in the north of the country, back in January. Now, essentially, as you say, he tried to carry a pipe bomb on board that plane. Now, in court today at Manchester Crown Court, he sobbed in the dock as the jury read out its verdict, and he's due to be sentenced later this month.
Can you just talk us through the details of this case, because it highlighted a few security issues as well, didn't it?
Yes, indeed. It goes back to January the 30th when Muhammad tried to board that flight to Bergamo in northern Italy. Now, essentially, what happened is security officials spotted this device in his carry-on hand luggage and they detained him. Upon further examination, though, they didn't believe it to be a viable explosive device. He wasn't arrested and he was allowed to leave the airport. Now, a week later, he actually returned to the airport, managed to catch a flight to Italy and obviously successfully boarded the flight and successfully went to Italy. Now, it wasn't until 3 days after that that an explosives expert actually identified this device. And this device, we're talking about batteries, wires, masking tape, that kind of thing. And essentially, as you say, the quote, that explosive expert, I have the quote here, described it as a crude but potentially viable improvised explosive device. Now, on the type of plane that Nadeem Muhammad was trying to board, you can carry up to 200 passengers and crew. So you can imagine the impact if a pipe bomb went off in the tight confines of such a plane. Now, as mentioned, the jury found him guilty today of trying to carry that pipe bomb on board the plane, and he'll be sentenced later this month.
Dan, thank you. Dan Whitworth there in our BBC Yorkshire News.